my God, she came here only to do 10 minutes. No, go for 10 minutes, get comfortable, go on the treadmill, people watch, see what the environment is like, get comfortable, know that you belong in that gym. You're not being selfish when you're taking the time to set your goals for your fitness. Hey mama, are you struggling to get fit while balancing a busy life? You are not alone. In today's video, we're going to go over 6 practical tips to help you through this fitness journey. It's not going to be anything crazy, but they're going to be realistic, which is what we need. I was a mother that never thought that I would be in this situation. I was a certified personal trainer before I gave birth, and I said there is no excuse. You should always get your workout in. And after I gave birth to my beautiful daughter, my whole world was shaken up. I didn't understand it. Here I was making tons of excuses because I didn't want to leave my daughter alone. What if she needs me? What if she wakes up and she's lonely and she's not by my side and she doesn't have my boob in her mouth right away as soon as she cries? The excuses just kept piling up. And I understand you, which is exactly why I wanted to make this video. The reality is that you can't pour from an empty cup. Maybe you were a super health guru before and now you find yourself not understanding who you are now. Maybe you've never been into fitness, but now it's something's triggered inside of you and you're like, I really want to get into fitness. Whatever it is, we are going to go over these tips that will help you. Let's go ahead and start with tip number 1. Now, tip number 1 is not going to be anything new, nothing that you've never heard before, but stick with me in this video because you will get something out of it. Tip number 1 is find a time that works best for you. Is it in the morning before the baby wakes up, but after you've pumped? Is it during your lunch break? You're just going to do a walk around the building during your lunch break and that's your workout for the day. Is it after work? You just have to find realistically what time works best for you and not what works for somebody else. I love working out in the mornings, but maybe you're not a morning person and that's just not going to be your thing. I'd say find what time works best for you and also stack it. This tip comes from Atomic Habits, where the author says that you can create this habit by stacking it with something that you like. So for example, if you like reading, then you can download an Audible book and you can take a walk while you're reading. So you're doing 2 things at once. You're doing a habit that you already do, you already read. Now you're stacking it with a habit that you want to add to your routine. This is going to be a lot easier because you're already doing this one habit, which is reading. Now you're stacking it with walking, so you're more prone to do it and you're getting 2 things done at once. And as a mother, you really have to do 2 things at once a lot of the times because you have to get creative with your me time. Tip number 2 is set realistic goals. This sounds so basic, but hear me out. This is what I mean. You're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna start by doing a 10-minute walk. You're not saying I'm gonna work out 7 days a week. I'm gonna be at the gym for 45 minutes. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm not gonna eat soda. No, we're gonna start very digestible steps. They're gonna be small steps, baby steps, things that we can realistically get done. So is that goal you're gonna do 10 minutes a day? That's a lot more doable, a lot more realistic. You'll think about it and say, 10 minutes isn't much. Like, yeah, sure, let's get it done. Rather than we need to do a 1-hour workout. Your body's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna sit on this couch, rot, and that's just the choice that I'm gonna make. Other than, 10-minute walk, that's so quick. Okay, I don't want to do it, but 10 minutes will go by so quick. That's more doable. It takes about 66 days to build a new habit. So give yourself some grace and don't think that you're going to be accomplishing all these goals right away. Start with the 10 minutes and remember that it takes about 66 days for an average person to build a new habit. Tip number 3 is to focus on the goal and not the scale. If you start out by saying, I just gave birth or I just had a baby, it doesn't matter if you just had a baby. I am 20 pounds heavier than I was before baby weight. I want to lose 10 pounds. I can guarantee you're more prone to give up on this goal because it has to do with the numbers. It has to do with the scale. If you're breastfeeding, it's going to be a lot harder to count calories because you need all that nutrition to produce milk. You really shouldn't be tracking calories when you're breastfeeding. Actually, I'm not going to recommend anything because you should talk to your nutritionist about what they recommend. But what they recommended me was to not track my calories while I was breastfeeding because your body knows what you need, consume what you know that you need, try to not overeat. But if you focus on your habits and not the scale, you are more prone to follow through with your goals. Tip number 4 is to incorporate family into your fitness. You have absolutely not found any time in your day to get a quick workout in, get that stroller out, get your spouse, get your partner, and say, hey, we are going to start going on 10-15 minute walks every single day. This is going to benefit everybody in the family, you and your partner or your friend are getting those steps in the day. Fresh air is amazing for babies. You're getting fresh air, but you're also getting those steps in and you're building those habits. Maybe at the beginning you need a partner to go with you to begin those habits. But trust and believe me, after you get this habit established, you won't be needing a partner. Your body will crave that independence of, okay, I'm just gonna do this for myself. I'm just gonna go to the gym for myself. I'm just gonna go on a walk for myself. This brings me, if you want to get a gym membership, then get a gym membership. It doesn't mean that you have to get a gym membership and automatically you will be doing 45-minute workouts every single day. No, I'm gonna get a gym membership and I'm gonna go 10 minutes a day just to do a walk and then I'm gonna leave. That's okay. Nobody's gonna judge you. Oh my God, she came here only to do 10 minutes. No, go for 10 minutes, get comfortable, go on the treadmill, people watch, see what the environment is like, get comfortable, know that you belong in that gym. Sooner than later, you will get confident at the gym and you'll say, you know what, I can start by doing my 10-minute walks and then I will go into the weight section and just baby steps. Just remember baby steps. Tip number 5 is don't compare yourself to others. I say this from the bottom of my heart because this is exactly what I did. As a personal trainer, I'd always tell my clients, stay focused, don't compare yourself. But here I was doing this exact same thing. Kylie Jenner gave birth 1 month before I did. She gave birth in February, I gave birth in March. Guess who I was comparing myself to when I gave birth? Yes, Kylie Jenner. I remember thinking, why do I have floppy skin around my belly button, but she does not? She looks perfect. She looks like she's never birthed a child. And here I am looking like ragged rag or like an old rag, skin all wrinkly. I just did not feel confident in my skin. Then I slowly started remembering she has all these resources. I mean, I'm comparing myself to Kylie Jenner. Come on. She's got the resources. She's got the lasers, everything that's helping smooth out her skin. Trainers, nutritionists, nannies, day nannies, night nannies, people that are helping her get back into shape if she wants to, which I'd assume she wanted to get back into shape from what I was seeing on social media. And I mean, it is part of her business model. So I assumed that she was trying to get back into fitness and she did. She did an amazing job. And I'm not going to discredit her because I didn't get myself back into shape like she did. I'm just saying that she had the resources and I just needed to remind myself that we were not running the same race. My biggest tip is just stay focused on you, stay focused on your lane, take your before and your after pictures and just compare yourself to you. Tip number 6 is focus on nutrition. This is a really big one because if you cannot get a workout in, you can control what you're consuming, you can control what you're eating. Whether it's as simple as, hey, I'm gonna start just having 1 soda a day instead of having 4. Nutrition is about 80% of how we look, about our health journey. So it's gonna go a long way. Do not think, well, I'm not working out, I might as well eat whatever the heck I want. It's not an all or nothing mentality. I know sometimes as parents, all we have left over are the breadcrumbs after we've cut out our little dinosaur shape. If that's what you got, and add some egg whites, get your protein in. This is not an all or nothing situation. We just need to focus on the baby steps. So let's do a quick recap and conclusion. Remember to prioritize yourself, set realistic goals, remember to involve your family, focus on nutrition, and then it's not an all or nothing mentality. Every day is a new beginning. If you messed up yesterday, pick back up today. But remember, if you miss out tomorrow, that might be the start of a new habit. You are worth it. You are worth craving out that time. Your baby needs to see an empowered woman that's taking the time for yourself. You want your daughter, your son to, when they grow up, they say, my mom always took care of her. She looked beautiful because she just projected all this light energy. She wanted to better herself for me and for herself. That's beautiful to set that example for your children. You're not being selfish when you're taking the time to set your goals for your fitness or to actually go after your fitness goals. You are not selfish. And if you are, so what? Be selfish. That's what we need in life. And selfish doesn't always mean a negative thing. It just means that we're putting ourselves first. We're prioritizing ourselves for the benefit of everybody. I really hope that you took something out of this video. I know that you have something to say about this video, so please leave it down in the comments. Please subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.